Hi friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. Now, you folks all know I'm Canadian, and I'm told to, my husband tells me to stay out, when it comes to being on the internet, to keep my mouth shut and stay out of trouble. But there's just some things I'm watching over the border in the good old US of A that just make me crazy. Just not make me crazy. I find them really disturbing. I mean, Canada borders on the US, and technically that's just a line on a piece of paper. So whatever happens to you folks, we could be very well be next if we aren't already. Okay? You've heard me rant about barter being illegal, but in Louisiana they just passed a law making cash illegal. Can you believe that? Cash. Nobody can buy anything secondhand, be it yard sale, thrift store, anything secondhand in Louisiana you have to pay for by debit or credit. Since when are stores or people not allowed to accept legal tender? And what is this bill about where everybody can be what is this bill? This bill about indefinite detainment or whatever it is, where if you're suspected of being a terrorist, then they have the right to detain you indefinitely. That's it, to detain you indefinitely in Guantanamo Bay with no trial, no lawyer. Your family you may just up and disappear, and your family don't even know where you are. Oh well, she must have been, fell off the edge of the earth and never came back. I don't know. They can do that if they suspect you of terrorism. And guess what? Not 2 weeks before I saw that crap come up on YouTube, then before that I saw, well, what defines a terrorist? Or what defines a terrorist suspect? Remember, they only have to suspect you of terrorism. Well, let's see. If you're missing a couple of fingers, you could be a suspected terrorist. Well, look out there, Uncle Ted down in Peterborough, who, lost a couple of fingers because his gun exploded in the Korean War. You're a suspected terrorist. What is with that? Oh, if you have more than 7 days worth of food in your house, you could be a suspected terrorist. Well, I'm sorry, but if you're a farmer, and I don't mean an industrial corporate farm, I mean a farmer who raises a pig and some chickens and a nice big garden, what are you supposed to do with it all? Eat it all on one harvest day? Excuse me? Hello? Of course you're gonna butcher it and store it and keep it in your freezer and in your can. So, barter is illegal. Now, cash for secondhand items in Louisiana is illegal. But if you store more than 7 days worth of food, you can be a suspected terrorist. And if they suspect you of terrorism, they can put you in Guantanamo Bay and not even tell your family, without the benefit of trial or lawyer. What is wrong with this picture, folks? I'm sorry, but that's really scary crap. That is really scary crap. Not to mention all the toxins they're putting in your food and hiding it under names of, well, not your food, our food, and hiding it under things like preservatives or to keep product fresh. BHA or BHT or whatever the heck that is, that shit's basically butane. Butane in your food. Hello? Come on, people. You saw my bacon video. Sodium nitrite. All that does is keep the meat pink. But if you look up nitrates and how they're linking it to 67% cases of, I believe it's colon cancer. You can't quote me, but you look it up. Processed meat linked to cancer. You look that up and I'll lay money it's because of the sodium nitrates. So, you can't spend your money. What little money they let you keep, us 99%. You can't spend your money cash in a second-hand store where most people shop today because can't afford to shop at the big chains, and the big chains are all shit from China, so who'd want to? Okay? You can't barter because the government can't tax it, and if they catch you bartering, they can take everything you got because they figure you owe them. What else? Oh yeah, they're feeding you poison and then giving you pharmaceutical shit to fix the poison they created in the first place. What is wrong with this picture? Oh, that's right. And if you do your own canning from your garden and your own butchering of your chickens, oh, that's another law. They're going to make it illegal that you can't harvest, consume, or trade your own homegrown food. You look this all up, folks. I didn't make this shit up. Anyway, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, if you're being stepped on and you don't say, ouch, get the frig off my foot, then you've only yourself to blame. This is the Mrs. Wolfie. Take care, folks.